Hello and alright, and welcome back to another walking tour. Today we're in Chelmsford, England. Out of the three cities in Essex, Chelmsford is the smallest by population, losing out to Colchester and Southend, but Chelmsford gets the crown of being the county town. Up until 2012, Essex didn't have any cities, but Chelmsford was granted status during Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee celebrations of the same year. We start today at the horribly modern design of the railway station. A rail line was opened here in 1843 and got its first station building in 1885. That building lasted for 100 years until a newer building in 1985. And then finally it was rebuilt again in 2016 to achieve the glass and grey look. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on modern train stations. But with direct links to London and Norwich, reaching the capital can take less than 40 minutes. Many commuters make Chelmsford home. The history of Chelmsford dates back to the Roman era, when a small town was built on nearby Moulsham. At that time it was called Caesareo Magus, or Caesar's Marketplace. A few things of note have occurred in Chelmsford since then, like prominent witch trials and the birthplace of radio, but more on those later. Charles Dickens once wrote, "If anyone were to ask me what, in my opinion, was the dullest and most stupid spot on the face of the earth, I should decidedly say Chelmsford." Now, I wonder if he would make that accusation today if he had been to the Slug and Lettuce on a Friday night. This Indian restaurant on our left, Khani Khana, was voted the best Asian takeaway in the country in 2024 by TripAdvisor Traveller's Choice Awards. Take that, Dickens! You may have noticed how lots of British place names have the suffix "ford", just like Chelmsford does. This derives from Anglo-Saxon Old English, which means a shallow place in a river where it is safe to cross. And the Chelms part refers to the River Chelmer, which flows through the city. The river got its name from an Anglo-Saxon called, and I'll butcher this, Chelmer? This is Chelmsford Cathedral. With stoneworks being dated back to the Norman era, its first recorded service was in 1223. It is open every day and is free to visit. There's plenty of artwork inside to check out as you go around the cathedral. If you want to experience Chelmsford without the voiceover, I have a version of this video on my channel with no commentary, linked in the description below. One of the entrances into the High Chelmer shopping centre. This building here with a group of people outside is for the Essex County Council. Now, there's a certain deliberate design choice carved into the building that might have been used by the Germans in the 1930s and 40s. Look up the building online, you'll see what I mean. This lovely piece of brutalist architecture is the Chelmsford Library. Don't get me wrong, I think libraries are fantastic places that need to get used more, but I think this one needs a commissioned mural or something to brighten it up a bit. Sort of like they have done here at Chelmsford Market. Sadly not open today as it's closed Sundays and Mondays. It's usually a buzzing area of the city where you can find most things from food to fabrics to flowers. A market has existed in Chelmsford since 1199 when one was granted by bad King John. We will pass through Meadow Park, which is connected to the larger Central Park. The parks were opened in 1894 and offer nearly 36 acres of land. Many events are held within the parks throughout the year, like music acts and the Oktoberfest. The Chelmsford War Memorial, honouring those who have died in battle. standing over the River Can, one of the two rivers through Chelmsford. This one leads into the River Chelmer. On the side of the bus to the right, can you see the three swords? That is for the flag of Essex and is symbolising the Saxon origins of the county, back when it was the land of the East Saxons, hence Essex. Try and find me a cooler county flag, I bet you can't. The main entrance into the High Chelmer shopping centre. History about Shire Hall, which we will be walking past soon. This is Judge Tindal, a local boy born in 1776. He is notable for successfully defending the Queen, Caroline of Brunswick, in her trial for adultery. The area we are in is also named after him, Tindal Square. Shire Hall served as the county court for over 220 years before closing in 2012. Two earlier buildings served as courts here since the 12th century, and this is where the witch trials come in. In 1566, Agnes Waterhouse from the nearby village of Hatfield Peveril was accused of witchcraft and put on trial here where Shire Hall stands today. She was accused of magically causing illness to a man who later died and using sorcery to kill livestock. Agnes did have a cat called Satan, so that probably didn't help her case. 2 days after the trial had finished, she was executed, and is believed to be the first person executed for witchcraft in England. As we now walk down Chelmsford High Street, we can look at the array of shops and eateries on offer.
That cappuccino chocolate.
This ornate signpost is a great meeting spot in the city. Shortly crossing the ingeniously named stone bridge from 1788, we can look up and see CM1 Stmus, a mishmash of Christmas and Chelmsford's postcode CM1. The old Regent Theatre has been here for over 110 years and has some real ornate details inside, but today it's one of Chelmsford's nightclubs. Just over the road is Moulsham Street. With many intact medieval buildings, it is a great look at Chelmsford's past, and it's not far from where the Romans first made their settlement. This is a statue from 1999 of a friar and a Roman centurion. Still the river can, you will see people kayaking here a lot in the warmer months. Another one of Chelmsford's shopping centres, the Meadows. Recently, someone has been pranking the city by putting up funny signs all around Chelmsford. I don't think the council have been too happy about this, as they say they could mislead people. I'm not sure how this one could. Adding street art to a place like Chelmsford was a very good idea. It livens up the place. John Johnson, the architect of Shire Hall. Back in 1898, Italian inventor Guglielmo Marconi set up the world's first wireless radio factory in Chelmsford. Being the inventor of radio himself, Marconi used his offices in Chelmsford to get radio out to the world. You can find many things bearing his name around the city. Standing now on the Friendship Bridge, we are finally over the River Chelmer. A shell of old Chelmsford nightlife. Just over the other side of the river is Bond Street. A neglected car park for many years, in 2016 this parade of luxury shops, restaurants and a cinema opened. A great addition for Chelmsford that brought some new life into the city. Just behind these trees is the Riverside Leisure Centre. The scar of the old Debenham sign looks like something out of a horror movie. We're down Bond Street now, with its more modern look.
Nice people.
A cafe for the world famous Tiptree jam, which is from Essex at the nearby village of, well, Tiptree.
You're not going to shop? What are you going to do?
It's hard to explain. You either get
I said to Andrew, but I was taken away from you.
Easily connected back to the high street where we will finish up. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I will see you on the next walking tour.